4.3 dividing polynomials. Okay, I'm going to show you two methods to use to divide. One way I would consider probably the easier way, but it doesn't work all the time. Okay, that's why I'm going to show you both ways. Okay, one way I think that you will probably think is easier, but again, it only works sometimes. Okay, and the more complicated way works all the time. Okay, so that's why we have to learn both ways. First, let's do a little remember how to do this with long division. Okay, I'm going to do 143 divided by 8. Okay, we're going to do it by hand. Yes, I know you have calculators. Okay, but we're going to do it by hand. We can check it with our calculator. Okay, let's see if we can remember how to do long division. I know it's been a long time, but I think you're going to remember how. Okay, we want to divide by 8. So what do we do first?
8 to 14.
All right, 8 to 14. What about 8 into 1? All right, it doesn't go, right? So then you go on and you go to 2 digits. How many times does 8 go into 14? 1 time. All right, so 8 goes into 14 1 time. Then what do we do?
Bring down the
Bring down the 8.
Why do we bring down the 8? How do you get that number? We multiply, right? We multiply this number. It happens to be 1, so it's easy. 1 times 8. Put it right there. Then what? Subtract, right? We're going to change the sign of this 8, make it negative. Subtract 14 minus 8. We get 6. All right, then what? Bring down the 3. Okay, 63. So then we start the process over, right? We see how many times does 8 go into 63? I think I heard it. I think that was Mariah. Right. 7, right? It goes in 7. 8 times 8 is 64. That's too much, right? So 8 times 7 is what? 56. All right, then we subtract again. We change the sign of that 56. 7 times 8 was positive 56. We subtract it. And we get what? 7. Okay, now I think pretty much all of us would want to put a decimal here and a 0 here and bring down the 0 and then keep going. Okay, but we're going to stop here because with polynomials, we're not going to put decimals in our answer. We're going to leave this. This is our remainder. Okay, our remainder is 7. Okay, 8 doesn't go into 143 evenly. Okay, which is why I chose it. So with dividing polynomials, another way you can show your answer is 17 plus this number divided by the divisor. Okay, so 17 plus 7 divided by 8. The remainder divided by the divisor. Okay, I know it looks weird. It looks a little bit weird to me too, but you'll get used to it. Okay, and if we check it with our calculator, okay, if I do 143 divided by 8, I get 17.875. And if I do 17 plus 7 divided by 8, I get 17.875. 7 divided by 8 is the decimal part, okay? So it means the same thing. It's just a different way of showing it. And again, we don't usually have to do that when we're just using numbers, but with the polynomial, since there's x's in it, we can't go on with the decimals, okay? So this will be our answer. Okay, we're going to leave our remainders. We're going to be looking for our remainders all day today. If there's no remainder, then awesome. It goes in evenly, and that's even better. Okay, so first way I'm going to teach you is long division. We're just going to do a couple, and I'm going to remind you right now, on the green sheet, the first 2 problems, you have to use long division. It says that really big above them, okay? Every single class, someone's come up to me, oh, I didn't know how to use long division. Well, I'm saying it out loud, and it's written on the paper, okay? If you do it the other way, it won't work. Okay, so you have to use long division. Plus, I'll count off because I'm looking for you to use long division on those. Okay, so we'll just do 2 of that. And then I'm going to show you the other way as well. Okay, most of them you can choose which way you want to do it, but I'll show you whenever it won't work. Okay, because long division works on all of these. That's the good thing about long division. Okay, first one we're going to do, see how many times x minus 3 goes into x squared plus 6x plus 12. Okay, again, we're going to see how many times x minus 3 goes into x squared plus 6x plus 12. Okay, a lot of things about it are the same as regular long division. This is Mrs. Carter. She's not here today. Okay, so how we do it is we start, since there's two things here, we're not going to worry about this 3, okay? We're just going to worry about the x. We're going to see how x goes into x squared. Okay, x times what gives me x squared? I'm going to give everybody else a chance. I heard Zion answer. X times what gives me x squared? X, right? You need x times x is x squared. So x, and since it's just x, we're going to put it in the x position above the 6x. Okay, these are our positions, x squared, x constant. Okay, then I'm going to do just like I did here when I put that 1 up here. I multiplied it times 8. I'm going to multiply x times x squared. And then I'm also going to multiply the x times negative 3. Okay, which gives me negative 3x. All right, so I know, plus, I mean, if you think about it, we're dividing. To get this, x squared, if we had an x here, you know you've got to have another x, right? Obviously. That's kind of a common sense thing. Okay, so then we subtracted, right? We need to subtract this. We'll subtract x squared. We need to subtract this negative 3x as well, okay? So it's already negative. Subtract a negative, it becomes positive. Okay, and I'm going to make a little note on here to change the sign. Okay, that's where, because you'd probably be like, where did I get that plus 3x? Because we changed our sign.